So it's really interesting to see where we're going. I mean, you can think of all the possibilities of how we can change how people work. Even the role of the system administrators changed. I mean, you look at what cloud did, you know, and it really helps those people as well.
And IBM has actually made it very simple for anyone to literally just come in and say, I want X, Y, and Z, here are the required parameters, and then boom, it just goes out. And then have as many machines as I want to, right?
The self-service element is huge.
Yes.
You know, I had someone ask me once, you know, what is the difference between, you know, having a data center with virtualization versus having a cloud solution? Right. And self-service is a big element where if I want a machine, I don't have to call up the system administrator and say, I need this, I need that. Can you carve some time out of your schedule and do that? You know, I can go in and go to a site, go to the website, or use the API, right, and you know, provision it myself.
Right. So not only are we saving time on the test end, but we're saving a lot of time on the development end. Because right, I can go ahead and spin up a whole complete software stack and deploy an application out there and run it without even having to set a single piece of software up for at all.
So a developer will have an image, they'll pre-configure it how they need. So they'll get the software stack, they'll add their own customizations on top. And then instead of telling everybody on the team to go do the same thing, they can save it to the server and capture it, and the other developers can use it. And it really reduces a lot of errors and a lot of mistakes when you have an image that's pre-built. Right. And the software is pre-configured, so you're not going to have all those problems of misconfiguration. Right, right. It's more consistent. You're going to have the same type of setup every time you request.
Even when you provision your application, right? You know, what do you do with it? I mean, IBM has actually incorporated things such as getting started, documentation that is specifically targeted to the image that you actually are using, so that right within reach, the developer or the person who's actually provisioning can find out more about how to get to the administration screens, how to do certain things with the application. Other competitors don't do that. I mean, you essentially have to you provision and you are on your own.
We can take a developer from inception to deployment in an integrated fashion. Right? You don't have to worry about getting people uncomfortable, right? So essentially we can go in a single click, we can get an instance provisioned, we can get an application deployed just as if that machine was local.
So we've actually changed the roles of administrators, right? But we have handed over a chunk of the things that administrators were doing before to the end user, but in a much simpler way, right? A regular user can actually go ahead and use our application and then with a few clicks be able to provision a complex software stack, for example, right? Some of the things that IBM has actually incorporated, right? It's the ability to customize an image. It's not just about deploying an image, but it's also about making it right for the person who's actually using it.